fanfare of
Hey,
introductions to an NFL game, and that
do
was
you know how to,
evidence a moment
you know,
ago.
I got this.
Fireworks,
Do you know?
pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd
It's always
is ready
something.
as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I thought in last week's game,
In the
he found a way to win
with the silver
like a
bird.
good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number.
I didn't even look at it yet.
20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
What?
And it will be Washington.
I was trying to like scoot back a little.
Dwayne Haskins ready to run the controls for the Washington offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it?
Oh, no.
2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw, Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. Yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One day at a time.
On first down, it's Haskins. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
25-yard line.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 4 catches, 51 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
But see, I thought that stuff was supposed to be bagged. I'm not even sure if they even take that stuff. It's not bagged. But I think it's supposed to be bagged. Yeah.
Set and ready to go on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
They don't snatch those up and
to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Let's try to stay in my lane. I didn't see nothing. Don't ask me about nothing.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
45-yard line.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Derek, you missed the hole, son. You missed the hole that time, sir.
Second and 12. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Second and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Wow.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the
Damn,
backfield.
Jules said, good thing that wasn't an interception. You daggone Skippy, you're right about that. It really probably should have been. Oh, damn, Jules, don't do me that way. Don't do me that way.
Coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Oh, snap.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jules said, good thing that wasn't an interception.
Win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, wow.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
You said it all innocent.
And
Good thing that wasn't an interception.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position.
Don't have to tell her about football. She knows it.
Is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out comes Washington's
Yeah,
offense as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 91 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down carry for Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pick.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first
all
catch,
done?
and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
About, if you want to keep going.
About big moments in this game, but plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result,
have you
this play significant.
Has Mike or Dan reached out to you in the last couple of days? Oh,
in
okay.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Draw play. This is Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
TikTok.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 25. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Oh, wow.
They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And taking it to the
Are they,
14-yard
like, isn't
line
TikTok supposed to get banned or something? I don't
They
know.
picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful.
Yeah.
We can hit you going back the other direction.
People are always ticking and talking.
And we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
33.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Those are all about it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Making a turtle.
What
is a turtle?
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Okay, all right. Hey, listen. Listen, Dad has pavers. I want pavers.
Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's not as cool, you know what I mean?
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And we've got a good
so to keep the worms alive, like it has to be like full with dirt. Oh, because the worms won't live, right? Yeah.
This
Frozen.
at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Hey.
Fielded in the end zone.
Whatever makes him happy.
Come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Doesn't take long. Doesn't take long. Yeah. Doesn't take long, Jules. The little girls will be like, ooh, he didn't grow up around here.
Ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
At all times.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure...
And now look at him go.
Are we serious?
20, 10,
oh, my God. We can't stop these guys.
Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
What the hell?
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one? That
This
they
is
saw
not.
something?
This ain't turning out how I thought it was going to turn out.
Am I bringing you bad luck? 'Cause I
No, right. What the hell happened here? So, oh, you know it. That's nonsense. All this is nonsense. Okay. All right, Rob. You got to do something
they
different.
can take advantage of.
Wow.
The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Jules.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Derrick Henry.
The 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kicks away.
How did the coloring go?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground, all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
So, like, you got all this time. So what's on your agenda for tomorrow? Because aren't you, like, you're off, right?
Now they've established this run game.
Oh, okay.
The play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little...
All of my customers have been really, really nice and responsive. It's been really great.
I know it.
So, yeah.
Under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go
in there, though.
in the first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Haskins. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Yeah, you don't need any winter tires here, that's for sure.
I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play.
Maybe I'll try to sleep until 7 tomorrow.
Oh, well, you got your alarm turned off?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. He said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
oh.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Yeah, and done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the
At 6:30? You're awake before then? You don't move if you are. yeah, because you ain't moving, that's for sure.
Last time, decent field position. The pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just
That's
bunker
funny.
in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we've reached halftime.
I'm just
in
at
the
halftime.
first
Jesus.
half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute.
kinda,
But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on
Yeah.
around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Bucks who were able to come in and win one
It's
on
just
the road.
like, regular football. Like,
28-21, the
you
final
have
score.
to kind of win your division, make the
Next, we head
playoffs,
off to check
and
out another game. And they were
if you win
winners
the Super
in
Bowl,
that
you're the
ball game
champion.
over the visiting Cleveland Browns. 34-16 was your final.
right. Well, but they have other teams.
And one
Yes.
final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one
Yes,
this
yes,
week
correct.
between
See,
the
you got it.
Minnesota Vikings and the
She was
Detroit
like, I don't even
Lions.
know how to ask the question.
Well, then I thought maybe a bracket.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively.
Correct,
Will the
correct.
defenses show up?
But
in the second
sometimes the
half?
schedule,
Find out.
because
Give it back to our
the schedule is done
commentators, Brandon
randomly,
Gaudin and
and
Charles
sometimes we
Davis.
do have to play one another.
Oh, so you have to schedule a time to play each other.
Well, if the schedule says that we have to, yes, we have to, coordinate that.
And these are all strangers.
No. These guys are, yeah. You're not playing with strangers, like,
Okay,
yeah, because that,
a one touchdown
yeah, man, I'm
game
not
here
gonna
as
be
we
ready
get
for
set
like
to
a
resume
month.
play in the second
Yeah,
half.
no.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Haskins pass. Complete to number 82.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And it brings up third down.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Darby brought him down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard.
Again, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
What was that, guys?
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Number 23.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the second down throw on target. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. tackled by Christian Fulton. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Third down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, Haskins. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
1 yard is down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Washington, 24.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jonathan Allen, his 2nd sack of the night. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Alvin Kamara.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll find Gandy Golden there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Antonio Gandy Golden.
It's in Washington on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Operating from the gun. Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
To Terry McLaurin.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Haskins. Staying on his feet, powerful running. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
from the gun on third down. Haskins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Haskins going to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Titans 35, Washington 27.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will extend their lead even further.
27.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's Haskins in the Washington offense. Down by 11, 54 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Haskins.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Some
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Dwayne Haskins sacked. Tonight,
Charles Reese.